Welcome back, everybody. We hope you had a great third day of TIW. We are so excited to celebrate everything you've accomplished. Welcome to our closing session. It's great to be here. You had a chance today to attend a few more breakout sessions. You met with your candy groups again and your specialist. Hopefully you're feeling really good about progress that you've made on your unit plan. So I wanted to just check in with everybody. I want to see how you are feeling. Let me get this up and ready to go. So if everyone could just grab your phones again. We've been doing this all week. Just share 2 words to describe how you're feeling right now on Wednesday. During our closing session, we're 3 days into the workshop, closing it out. How are you feeling right now? So go ahead and text TIW 2020 to 22333 to get started. And then go ahead and just share a couple words of how you're feeling. Almost done. Yes, almost done. I love it. Absolutely. We are very, very close. We've made a ton of progress. I know some of you originally were feeling overwhelmed, and then you've made some breakthroughs. You've had some aha moments. Tired. Yes. Excited. Tentatively hopeful. That's good. Any kind of hope is good. Absolutely. You've learned a lot. Oh, that's so great. You're excited. You're enlightened. That's a great word. Knowledgeable. Okay. People are feeling like you've learned some new things over the past few days. Relief. Excited to play with the new technology. Yes. So many people have said that you've learned so many new tools and now you get to actually use them with your students. That is really exciting. You're tired. Accomplished and tired. Yes, I feel you on that. Thank you. We need more coffee or do some jumping jacks. Absolutely. Feeling humbled. Feeling smarter. You're continuing to learn. You're feeling encouraged. Oh, I love that. Feeling focused. Oh, that's so great. I know just hearing people talk about the experience this spring, it's hard to focus when there's a lot of disruption and change. Thankful for the specialists. Me too. Thankful for all 9 of our amazing specialists, energized by the possibilities, excited, more energy. That's so great. There is a lot to take in. Yes, I agree with you. There's so much to take in. I love that. Keep that coming, everybody. Really appreciate you sharing your thoughts. Ready for 2020, 2021. That's so great. I know. I think a lot of us are anxious to kind of just see how that goes, but I'm hoping that you are feeling like you've got some new tools. You're excited. There's a lot of energy. That's so wonderful. Well, I do want to welcome, we do have some special guests joining us today. We've got some colleagues of yours. Some of your principals are joining us. So if you're a guest, welcome. Thank you for coming to our closing session. Thank you for being part of the celebration of these 95 amazing educators that we've been able to spend the past few days with. I do also want to just give a shout out to our sponsors. Another big thank you to those sponsors that helped make TIW happen for all of us. I'm so grateful for all of these organizations and individuals. A lot of you got to meet with colleagues of these organizations for the job shadow. I know Allianz Life had several volunteers, Greg from Boston Scientific, Randy and Jonathan from Arby's, PwC, Brad, Liza, so great. Thank you for the many ways that you've supported us this week and these teachers this week as well. So now I know there was some competition I heard in the badging competition. So now we get to announce some prizes. You all had the chance to participate in several workshop activities, earn badges along the way. Thank you for taking the time to just make the most of the workshop experience. We hope you enjoyed it. It's time to announce our winners and their prizes. So this morning, Jenna and I got together. We reviewed the leaderboard to determine our winners. We're going to start with our badging leaders. So these are the attendees who earned the most badging points. And I don't know if we want to do a drum roll. I don't want to mess up the audio, but maybe somewhere someone do a drum roll. So here are our badging leaders. Number 1, Brooke Van Essen from Laverne Elementary School. She was our number 1 badging winner. I know there's a big crew from Laverne, so I hope that you're cheering each other on. Brooke is going to get a Makey Makey. So a Makey Makey is an electronic invention kit. It's really great for maker spaces and interactivity. Congratulations, Brooke, for being our badging leader. Aaliyah Holden from Obama Elementary, she is our second place winner. She'll be getting a squishy circuit. So a squishy circuit is great for STEM education. It was developed by professors at the University of St. Thomas, actually. Helps teach electrical circuits and engineering concepts through play. And then Molly Carbonneau, our third place winner from Laverne Elementary School, she will also get a squishy circuit. And then Paige Gilligan from McKinley Elementary is our fourth place winner, and she won a Breakout EDU. So Breakout EDU is an educational escape room that can be facilitated virtually with students, really focuses on promoting the 4 C's of collaboration, communication, critical thinking, and creativity. So congrats to you all. Thank you for staying engaged all week. Hopefully these prizes will help keep your students engaged as well. Jenna will be mailing these out to you, so keep your eye out for that. You will be getting these prizes soon. We do also have prizes for those of you that participated, posted on Padlet. You did a Flipgrid video. So we've got prizes for 5 people. I kind of spoiled it there. All the names are up, but that's okay. We can be excited. So we took everyone that posted on Padlet and Flipgrid, and then we just randomly drew 5 names. So we have Vina Jones from Northview Middle School, Lucinda Stell from St. Paul Public Schools, Julie Eisfelder from Robbinsdale Cooper, Melissa Speakman from Marshall Middle School, Julie Ryberg from Highwood Hills Elementary School. So all 5 of you are going to be getting free access to a Notability account. So this is a note-taking app that you can use in a virtual classroom or with students. I actually took a look at it. It looks really awesome. Another tool you'll be able to use hopefully this fall, which is awesome. We do also have a prize for those of you that participated in the Twitter chat. And our winner of the Twitter chat prize drawing is Jenny Engesser from Laverne Elementary School. Thanks for chatting with us on Twitter. So Jenny, you're going to get 50 student accounts to Bloxels. That is a game builder for students. You can create characters and develop mechanics and movement. Really great interactive activity. So congrats to all of you. And you know what? We wanted to give everyone something. We want you to walk away with something fun. So everybody gets a prize, kind of like Oprah. I don't really feel like Oprah, but hey, we're going to hope and say that we are excited that every single attendee will be getting 2 months of free Seesaw Plus. Thank you to Seesaw. So Seesaw is a digital portfolio platform with a variety of tools for students to share their learning with teachers. It can be shared with families. So all of you get access 2 months of free Seesaw Plus. You will be getting an email tomorrow with instructions and a QR code to set up your account. So we hope you enjoy access to that and getting to play around with that tool as well. Congratulations to all of our winners. So let's take a little bit of time to reflect. I know a lot of you said you're feeling energetic, maybe you're tired, you're accomplished. We have a lot to celebrate as far as what you have accomplished. On Monday, we talked about the goals of the workshop. We set some goals for ourselves. We really hope that during your time here, you feel more comfortable using technology personally and with students, or that maybe you're just more comfortable feeling discomfort and feeling comfortable with the unknowns. That's something that needs to be developed as well. We hope you got to learn and practice some new tech integration methods and resources. I know a lot of you commented you've been able to do that. And we hope you have a better understanding of the technology and workplace skills that our students will need to be successful. We also know that you may have set some individual goals for yourself this week. So take a moment to just reflect on that and what you've accomplished, and think about these goals, your own personal goals. Did you accomplish them? How are you feeling about them? Maybe what's your next goal that you're thinking about tackling? I wanted to share this, actually. This is a word cloud of how some of you were feeling on Monday. So this came from Wendy Wolf's digital collaboration session. So it's just really interesting to see where you were at Monday and where you all are today. You've really come such a long way. I know you've pushed yourselves to try new things, to consider your students' best interest. It's been so amazing to just hear the student-focused conversations this week. You've collaborated together, shared things to develop creative ways to really effectively and meaningfully use technology. So think about how you described how you were feeling just a few minutes ago. You made a ton of progress. We have a lot to celebrate. We did put together a little recap for you. I would love to show some highlights in this awesome TIW recap video.
Two words that describe my experience with distance learning.
Challenging and connections.
Exhilarating and lonely.
And the thing I'm looking forward to most out of this week is better understanding the work world that awaits our students.
How do we evaluate knowledge and learning? And lastly, how do we decide and revise funding streams so that they're equitable?
I'm really glad to be part of this, and I'm thankful and grateful that it's happening.
Anytime I'm learning a whole bunch of new things, I get overwhelmed or things are swimming through my head, and I've got to just settle down and focus on one thing.
The job shadow experience was awesome.
I particularly like the breakout session today, the fifth grade one I attended, which is why I'm doing this on fifth grade.
There was so much learning and energy shared in that video. I love it. So great to see. Thank you. All contributed in some way to that video. I love it. I hope you enjoyed it too, and just brought a smile to your face to think back on the past few days, what we've done together. So now, I mentioned this morning, it's time for us to revisit the tech continuum. So we did this self-reflection on Monday, and we thought about where you fell on this tech continuum, a scale of 1 to 10. And so now I would love for us to think about where you were Monday and where you placed yourself. What number did you assign yourself? And now think about where you would place yourself today. So after 3 focus days, immersing yourself in new tools and resources, collaboration, new ways of thinking, where are you now today on Wednesday? So go ahead and text 22333. You can remain anonymous if you want. You can share your names if you're feeling loud and proud. Where are you now on a scale of 1 to 10? So I'm seeing 7 to 9, okay. A 4 to a 7. That is amazing. That's a really big jump. 8, lots of new usable tools. Okay, that is fantastic. 11, you're past You're way past. You'll run the show next year. You're a 7. I love it. A 6, an 8. That's great. I'm seeing another 8 come in. That is so wonderful. 6.5. Okay. So a lot of you, I feel like the numbers that I saw on Monday, I saw a lot of 4, 5, 6s. I'm seeing a lot of 7s and 8s right now, which is amazing. I see a 9 come through. Lots of confidence. So wonderful. This is really just great to see. 9s, 8s, and there's not a ton of 10s. So it sounds like there's still a little room for opportunity, which I think is great, right? We're always learning new things. We're always going to find something, new ways to expand ourselves. A 7 to an 8. That's fantastic. Another 6.5. We hope you are walking away with some new tools and confidence in how you approach teaching this fall. We see someone went from a 4 to a 6. You were a 4 and wanted to be a 7. So you're at about a 6. You just need a little more time. That's so great. And it's great that you recognize that, hey, I just need a little more time. And I'd love to point that out too. We've only been working together for 3 days, essentially. Give yourself some time to unpack everything that you've learned, breathe a little bit, come back to it. And even if I saw a 5 to a 6 or a 6 to a 7, that one number jump is huge. And so much more room to grow as well. So one of our specialists, Kate, she has been so impressed also by all of your work this week, and she actually has a special message that she would like to share with all of you as well. So let's hear from Kate.
Hi everyone, I'm Kate, one of the tech specialists leading the Mike and Ike's group. Go Mike and Ike's! I have had an amazing week and I just want to thank all of you. I have been a specialist for the Tech Integration Workshop. This is my second year and I presented before that, but I've never done an online presentation before. And I feel like with all of you being willing and open to try something new this week, speaks so highly of your willingness to share with other people and to accept new challenges. And my hope for you is that no matter what happens this school year, that you will be able to accept the challenges and learn from one another, just as I have learned from all of you this week. Teaching in person and presenting in person is one thing, but when you take it all digital online, it's like a juggler and getting different balls thrown at you at different times and trying to keep them all up in the air. And I know that you may feel the same way this fall, but my hope is with the connections that you've made during this amazing professional development workshop, that you will be able to support each other and have a start of the year that is productive, and I think it will definitely be memorable for all of us. But your sheer willingness to participate this week speaks so highly of your willingness to learn, and I have been learning right along with you. So thank you for that opportunity. Thank you for joining us, and I wish you all the best.
Awesome. Thank you, Kate, so much for those words of congratulations during your message. Even my dog got excited, wants to share he's tired too. He got pumped up and was barking, so he's excited for you as well. Kate, thank you also for sharing your experience and your perspective. One of our attendees also wanted to share their workshop experience with all of us. So Jody Rops from Laverne, we'll let you hear from her and her workshop experience.
Hi, I'm Jody Rops from Laverne, and I'm here to just give a little reflection on my week here at TIW. Some of the things I'm really going to take away are on Monday, the keynote speaker. I really appreciated the things that she had to say and some of the quotes she gave us and just her positive attitude. And on then I went to my breakout session, felt a bit overwhelmed, and then when I met with my candy group, I'm part of the M&Ms group, he made me feel like whatever I was doing, I was right on track and just do the little things first. And that's one thing that he addressed at the breakout session too, is make sure before you give the kids a big technology project to do, that you've taught them all the steps, how to put that video in there, how to cut and paste a picture. So just the little steps, and don't overlook that while we expect our kids to do that for us. The workplace panel on Tuesday morning was awesome. I loved hearing from all three of those people and their different perspectives and what works for employers for them, and just the positive attitude kept coming through. And I really enjoyed all the opportunities I had to learn the different technology sources. I am not learned them yet, but I've been exposed to them, and I'm looking forward to learning more and exposing my students that I have to them. And some of the takeaways I have are: do baby steps, don't be afraid to ask questions, and make the kids feel comfortable with the technology. Just like I was uncomfortable with it, they need to be comfortable before they can be successful as well.
Thank you, Jody. That was such a great reflection. You make such a good point about really making sure that your students feel comfortable, just like all of you maybe weren't sure and are learning new things, making sure our students are feeling comfortable with the technology as well. So great that each day you walked away with something new despite feeling overwhelmed at first. And so you've all shared a lot over the past few days, and I would love for us to just reflect together again as a group with what you've learned, and we want you to really hone in on some of those key standouts. So share one thing that you learned during TIW, a key takeaway you have that you'll be sure to take into the new school year. And as you submit your responses, we are going to see a word cloud come through that'll just compile everything for us. I see creativity. Absolutely. It's so important to be creative, allow our students to be creative, especially in a space where there are some unknowns, or if we're in person, virtual. We got to let our creativity shine. Lots of different resources. Google Classroom was a good one. We're personalizing things, a wealth of knowledge, patience, yes, equity. That is so huge too. Thinking about how do we reach and provide our students all the experiences together. A growth mindset, absolutely. Community, yes, let's come together as community. We're in this together, right? It takes a village. More resources, more collaboration, different types of presentations, growth mindset I'm seeing again, networking, ignited. That's so great. I love that word. More technology, relationships, grace. I see grace too. We all have to give each other some grace sometimes. Never know what the other side is going through. Gratitude, absolutely. So much gratitude. I have gratitude for all of you right now for just the energy that you have put into this week. I have gratitude for our specialists, gratitude for our students that are navigating this along with us. More relationships, that's great. Relationships, equity, growth mindset, collaboration, feeling empowered, building new skills. Absolutely. This is so great to see this all come in. It's just amazing to see some of these key takeaways, and there's so many good tools to take into the fall. We know that there's a lot of momentum right now, and as we close out the workshop, we don't want you to lose that. I see someone said they're jazzed. I love that word, jazz hands. I actually did practice doing jazz hands. That's so great. You're dedicated, you've got confidence, you're going to personalize some things. So we really don't want you to lose this momentum. Think about sharing your key takeaway with someone you met at TIW. Maybe share it with your specialist and ask them to follow up with you next month. Or maybe share it with a colleague. Go back and say, hey, I went to this awesome workshop. Here's what I learned. I want you to check in with me in October to see if I'm actually still utilizing this key takeaway. Again, remember these important things that you have learned and take them, hang on to them, and think about them. Right, I'm a huge Post-it person. I saw from some of your photos you are all too. So throw a Post-it of that one thing that you want to come back to. Remember, a lot of these resources that you've mentioned that you've just really enjoyed learning about are going to continue to be available to you. So come back to Spot Me if you need to. You will have access to the website for the next year, so really throughout the school year. Breakout session recordings will be available for a year. Right now, they'll be up on the website. It's just the raw video. We'll get them edited down just to the main presentation content, but those will be available. I know some of you want to revisit those for some of the conversations, or maybe there was a breakout session that you really wanted to attend and you just didn't have a chance to. So go back to the recordings, absolutely. All of the final unit plans that you'll be submitting, those will be added to Best Prep's electronic lesson library. So you'll have access if you worked with colleagues and they were doing some great things in the same discipline area. We definitely invite you to check those out. Stay in touch with new colleagues and connections you made this week. We really just hope that you continue to work together. I know some great connections were made, so stay in contact. One other thing that, I'm going to bounce back to this. Remember unit plans. So all of these things that you have been working for the past few days, you're working on your unit plans, you're getting coaching from your specialist. They're due on Friday at noon. You can, of course, submit them earlier if you'd like. If you have questions about submitting them, touch base with your specialist. The other thing to remember, this is the last time we'll be coming together as a group, but all Best Prep staff, specialists, we have office hours this afternoon and tomorrow from 8:30 to 12:30 as we wrap up. So schedule one-on-ones with your specialist. If you have questions for Best Prep folks, we would love to talk with you this afternoon or tomorrow. One other thing, we really would love for you to take the final workshop evaluation if you haven't already. That's in the session surveys page on the event website. Your feedback is so important and helpful to us. This is the first time we've done TIW virtually, and we want to hear how it went. So we appreciate you taking that evaluation as well. I just want to thank every single one of you for making our first ever virtual TIW such a great experience. We are so happy and grateful you could be a part of it. I will be totally honest and candid. We weren't sure how this would go. This is the first time we were doing this, and we spent so much time and energy bouncing around ideas. Best Prep staff, we got insight from past attendees. Our specialists had a lot of great perspective as well, but we're just so glad that you could be a part of it. We hope it was an amazing experience. I want to give a special shout out to our specialists, Brenda, Jen, Kate, Paul, Tony, Ray, Becky, Jody, Angela. Thank you for supporting our teachers this week, for giving great feedback, for sharing your own insight. We had some great speakers and moderators at our breakout sessions that offered new tools and resources. The Best Prep team, couldn't do this without you guys. Alex, Jenna, Tuesday, Claire, Bonnie, other people behind the scenes. Thanks to each of you for making this happen since we decided to go virtual back in April and into this week. Heroic Productions, they were the ones that helped us behind the scenes to make a virtual event even possible. Erica and Dustin and Steph and everyone else behind the scenes helping. So appreciate you. And of course, our attendees, our teachers, our educators. We appreciate your commitment, your time, your energy this week. And with that, we will close out our time collaboratively at TIW 2020, first all ever virtual. Remember, we'll be around all afternoon today, tomorrow morning. Thank you for being part of this one. Thank you for being part of TIW 2020. Wishing you the best of luck as you jump into the 2021 school year. Can't wait to connect again. Enjoy the rest of your day, everybody.